What is up, guys? McIntyre here. I'm bringing you guys something different today. I have never uploaded a video log before, and I decided today I would try it for the first time. I wanted to talk about a few things that's been happening with me, my team, obviously with our preparation towards our trip in Korea and our participation in Worlds. So I decided to give the video vlog a go. So I guess the first thing that I really want to clear up, that everyone has been coming on my channel still, it's been a few days now, is our loss to Team Blaze. I think, in my opinion, Team Blaze is a really good team. They have great mechanical skill, they're creative, and I think after watching this weekend, they execute things together. And to me, that is an incredibly important thing when it comes to this game in particular, and just team games in general. If your whole team commits to something as a whole, you're probably better off, and you probably will succeed more than if your team half-asses or doesn't commit to something or doesn't believe in each other. And I think a lot of this success comes from the fact that Blaze is currently in their honeymoon phase, and this is the phase where they have nothing to lose. You know, they can take risk. They won't blame each other, because if in the end they lose, it's no one's fault because they don't expect anything. And this is a great phase for teams in general. If you look back to Bob Ross Fan Club, when we had Arthalon, you know, we were in the same boat. We had nothing to lose, so every loss meant nothing. And now that, you know, Naventic, we're sponsored, we're supposed to perform. You know, when you get to that point as a competitive team, that's when things get a little more tense. So right now with our team, I think that's where we're kind of at. A lot of it had to do with the fact that we had prior to the tournament not practiced much due to some circumstances. Kinma had to go get a passport. You know, we missed one day of scrims because someone canceled. There was a patch day, which before the patch, a lot of the scrims before that meant nothing. And then in scrims, a lot of times teams try things. So during that week, I think we had a total of 4 hours of scrims, which was pretty bad considering. So we just weren't prepared at all. And once, you know, we're in the tournament and we're losing, that's when the pressure starts happening. That's when, like I said before, our team has something to lose. So that's essentially what happened this weekend. It's not anything that I'm worried about or that my team's worried about, or that you guys should be worried about. It was just bad timing, and we were just not prepared at all. But yeah, so we took a loss, and although we didn't perform bad, we ended up third place. I mean, how can you complain? Obviously, our team wants to be the best team, so it was an issue for us. So after a long discussion, we finally came up with some solutions, and we've been practicing incredibly hard this week in preparation for Korea. So it's been about 2 days now of scrims, and I would say I feel 100 times as good about my team as I did this weekend. And that's just 2 days of scrims. We still have at least 5 to 6 days of scrims. So I can only assume that over the course of these few days, our team will get that much better. I think a lot of it had to do with the draft. Who would have guessed that no tank with Bloodlust could just roll over you if you run into them? And a lot of the problems with our team is we like to run into the other team. So after dissecting both the replay and just kind of thinking about the drafts, we realized that game, it was the last game of the losers finals, where Team Blaze took no tank. We realized that we could have won that game. You just have to be a lot more patient, and we're not a very patient team. So yeah, so the draft was a huge thing for us, and I think we've gotten a lot better at that. Communication was lacking. I think a lot of it, again, had to do with just us being not practiced. So we've been working on that as well, and obviously staying focused in game. These are all three very important things for even new coming teams. If you want to be a top team, understand the draft and what your draft's doing and how your draft wins. Communicate in game, like either cooldowns or, if I'm going to stun, then you're going to stun, or who's got shields, who's getting the D shield, all of these things. And then again, staying focused. Like if somebody dies, don't say, why did you die? Now we're losing top. Go soak top. Figure out a way to make that person's death or someone's mistake or the team's mistake as little, as impactful on your team as possible. Like, make sure that one mistake doesn't blow up into multiple mistakes, because I think that happens with a lot of teams, and it was a problem for my team for a little while. So that's kind of that. I guess I can talk about Korea too. I am incredibly excited. You guys have obviously supported me to where I'm at now, and we're going to Korea. Like it's been an insane trip. It's been a long journey, but I'm really excited, and I can't wait to get to represent North America in something. Even if there's a lot of haters out there that would say, "Oh, well, it's here as the storm." It doesn't matter, and oh, you're not making the big bucks or whatever that that argument is I'm still getting to represent a place and people in something, and that to me is awesome, and I can't wait. Obviously, Korean barbecue is a huge thing for our team. We always have eaten it when we go to tourneys and lands together, so it's a tradition. So to be able to eat real Korean barbecue is super exciting. I remember me and Zuno were talking about like they're gonna serve us the food, and I'm gonna look across the table at Zuna, and we're both just gonna have a little tear coming because of how overjoyed we are to have real Korean barbecue. So I'm really looking forward to the food, the culture, playing against the best teams in the world, representing hopefully one of the best teams in the world in Navintic. It's just gonna be a really fun time. We're also going to be, we have our team, and I think we've recently picked up Wiz, at least for this event. Wiz has been helping us tremendously, so I can't wait to get to work with Wiz once we get to Korea. We've been working with him now, but, getting to meet him and hang out with him is going to be super exciting. I can't wait for that. He obviously wants NA to do well because he loves NA. So that's also something that's really cool. And it'll be fun to experience. Another thing that I want to talk about, I honestly don't know how long this video will go for, and I may end it soon, because this is I don't even know how. I just kind of did this on a whim before scrims tonight. I just wanted to talk to you guys because I don't really get a chance to just talk about what's going on. So when we go to Korea, I'm going to try my best to record a lot of the things I'm doing and upload them to my YouTube so you guys can enjoy and experience what it feels like to be a professional player. And by that I mean I'll record our scrim, like not our scrims, but like where we set up, how we travel, obviously the plane ride. When we arrive, do we get picked up by a bus? What does the bus look like? We get to the hotel. What does the hotel look like? Where do people hang out at the hotel? Do people sit in their rooms? What does that look? And just kind of record all of what's going on with me and how I'm experiencing this trip. Obviously, it's going to be way different because I'm in Korea. At LA, we hung out outside a lot and at this little area by a fireplace. But we're going to be in a new place, so maybe people will explore, maybe not. Maybe people will just play Heroes all day. Maybe I'll play Heroes all day. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I want to record that so you guys can experience it with me. And I think that would be really neat and fun and something that hopefully you'll enjoy. I know a lot of players do write-ups and stuff like that, and I'm sure if you wanted, I could write something up, but This is what I'm gonna do now. So I probably just use my phone. I'm assuming. I have a GoPro too. I have an iPhone, and I have a GoPro. The only thing about the GoPro is I think it has the fish lens, so the videos are a little warped, and I think the iPhone's videos will be better for if I'm talking to you guys. Maybe when I'm walking around, I can do the GoPro. So that's something that I want to get done on my trip there. Obviously, they just announced too. I can start diving into this, and I'm kind of upset about it. So that's my Korea kind of talk. Again, I'm going to be doing the video. Hopefully, it'll be uploaded to my YouTube. You guys can enjoy that. But now we'll kind of dive into a little bit more. They just announced the newest summer regionals. I'm kind of upset because the qualifiers for regionals start the week after the Korean tournament. So right now, PTR is live, and I have not touched it. I know that there's some heroes that shouldn't be good, but people are telling me are, like Tychus with his new passive, and someone even said Gazlo is pretty good. There's a lot of stuff that my team's not going to have touched, and we are going to get back from Korea on the 5th, and we're going to have 4 days, if travel goes well, to prepare for a tournament qualifier for summer regionals. I don't know if they're going to do one every weekend like they did the last time, or if they're going to take the top 8 teams. I don't know, but it is a bit frustrating that Blizzard would host a tournament. I know a lot of people are complaining too. Heroes of the Dorm's happening. It is kind of frustrating that Blizzard would host a tournament on a new patch after a big tournament the week after during another tournament. So it's kind of insane. But I guess they realized that they didn't schedule anything, or their scheduling was incorrect, so they had to start pushing their scheduling. I hope it is good though, because they're getting better at it, and we can see that there's events being planned. And so props to Blizzard for being proactive about growing the hero scene. Obviously, with the new patch and this new event, I think that there's going to be a lot of hype. Heroes of the Dorms happening, and this new patch is going to come out. People are going to be playing it. They're going to enjoy it. It looks nice. It feels nice, I've heard. But at the same time, from a competitive point of view, it seems forced. It kind of sucks for us. So I'm excited for everyone else, but for us, Cloud9, maybe some of the dorm teams that are pro teams, Blaze is kind of like that right now. It's gonna be a struggle. I think we're gonna be very exhausted from Korea. We're gonna travel back, and then we're gonna maybe have a day of rest, and then we're gonna have 3 days of hard scrims. And hopefully somebody will be following the meta during that time for us to pick some things up. Who knows? I don't know yet. So that's kind of been stressing me out a little bit here recently. Other than that, though, I mean, like I said, a lot of what's been happening has been positive. Our team had a little bit of a bump because of the lack of practice. So our communication was bad and tension was high because we weren't being as successful as we were prior. But I think after this week, the Korean tournament, a good thing about this Korean tournament is, although we really want to win, and we plan on winning, we can go into the tournament with nothing to lose, which is what I was talking about with the Team Blaze thing right now, is in the sense that when we played in the NA tournament, we knew we had to be cognitive, so our obsession became beat cognitive. So we forgot about losing to Cloud9. Like, we just didn't think about it because we were obsessed about beating cognitive, and that was our nothing to lose. That was our something to lose, right? With this tournament, we've made it. We're at the top. So, like, it's not like, okay, if we don't beat Cog, then we don't go to Korea, right? That stress isn't there. We're in Korea. So at this point now, it's let's just beat every team. Like, there's just, so our focus going into this event is way better than what it was going into the NA championship. Obviously, these are things that we can fix in the next, if we make it to the next summer regionals, which I'm hoping we do. But yeah, so that was a big thing for us, and I think going into this Korean tournament in the Worlds, we won't have that. It will be, let's just win every game. Let's stay focused every game. We don't have to win. It won't be the end of the world, and if we don't have anything riding on it other than our own, success. So it's just a different feeling, right? I feel like if we had lost at the spring regionals, there would have been a lot more tension because we would have missed out on an opportunity to go to Korea. So we're in Korea. Everyone's happy. Everyone's excited to be in Korea. So now let's just go out there. Let's put it all. Let's just throw it all out there and just see what we can do. And I think that's going to be something that works really well for us. We have nothing to lose, so let's pull out all the stops and just show the world what Noventic has, and that we can be a world contender. So, but I think that's about does it for me. The next time I do one of these videos, if you guys want, in the comments and stuff, you can always ask questions of my YouTube videos. Obviously, coming into my Twitch you can ask questions there too. But if you want, and below, if you think this video was any good, I might not even watch it. So, just because I might just throw it out to you guys and say, what do you think? And then if you give me positive reviews, do another. If you hate it, stop doing it. If nobody says anything, I'll maybe do one more and then see what happens. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I didn't say too many times. I'll keep working on it. I'm just kind of putting thoughts together randomly in my head. But thank you all again for the support. We've been trying to find time for it. We still have to do something for Heroes Rising. All the people that got us to Heroes Rising. I mean, I still think a lot of our team's success came from that event. So for everyone who supported us there, thank you so much. For everyone who supported us before that, thank you. Especially me as a player, again, thank you guys for that. And all the new fans who support us now. I promise that in Korea we will give you a good showing. That's what's most important to me, is to make you guys happy. Maybe I won't play Tassadar every game. Maybe I will. I don't know. But if I'm playing Tassadar, hopefully we're winning. So that in that case, you guys will be happy. So will I. But I think that's it for me now. We have to scrim here in a little bit. So hopefully that goes well. Hopefully, this video goes well, and hopefully we have a great showing in Korea. So again, if you want to follow me, obviously go to my Twitter at MVT_McIntyre, or you can follow me at my Twitch at twitch.tv McIntyre LOL. I'll put both of those below my channel. You can also check out my tier list and my build list. I think my build list is a little off right now. My tier list should be up to date. Rhaegar nerf patch. But I think that does it for me. So cheers to you guys again for everything, and hopefully you enjoyed, and I will show you I guess you'll see my Korea trip next. So have a good one, guys. Peace and cheers.